Hi everyone, Anthony Day here. Just a quick video. It's more for my own reference, really. First of all, happy Easter. It's Easter Sunday 2020, and with that day, as we all know, we all should remember that we're in lockdown. So, first of all, I'd just like to say I hope you guys are all keeping safe and you're all looking after each other. Right, reason for this video. As we know, we're all on lockdown. We're not working right now, and I'm looking at making other ways of making money or making an investment. Um, if you know me personally, you know that I'm not well off. I work full time. I'm a single parent. I'm a dad, and I don't have a lot of savings. Which is why this video is going to be a reference for myself for 12 months down the line to see how this investment goes. The investment I'm talking about is something called Football Index. If you don't know what Football Index is, it's a stock market for buying and selling shares in football players. I've been on it now for about 3 or 4 months. The platform itself has only been going for about 4 or 5 years, so it's relatively new in the grand scheme of things. So really, what I'm going to do, and I still don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, it's investment capital is at risk as you expect. But I'm going to put £1,000 of my own savings, my own real money that's sitting in my savings account right now, into Football Index. Like I said, I have been on it already. I've made a few mistakes, and with what's going on in the world right now, of course, there's no football. So how are we going to make money on a football platform when there's no football? Now, there's two main ways that you make money on Football Index. One is price appreciation. So, as I said before, you find a player, you buy their current price low and expect that price to go higher, and then you take your profit back and obviously then reinvest it or take it out, do whatever you want with it. But another main way that people are right now are making money on Football Index not only is price appreciation, but dividends. So dividends is when you are actually holding a share in a player for a certain amount of time, and if they are in the top 5 media rankings, they earn 5p. So player number 1, top of the rank, earns 5p per share. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're now throwing hundreds of £1,000s at one player who is always going to be in that top 5 media ranking, and just let that sit for 12 months, we're hopefully going to get a big return. And hopefully that one player in that 12-month period is going to appreciate anyway. So it's for me, that is the plan. I'm going to invest the whole amount of my savings into one player, and in 12 months' time, we want to see how much we've made from that one investment. It is a massive risk for myself. Like I say, I'm not really well off. I'm not raking in thousands per month. And this is all the savings I have left after selling a car. So it is a big ask and it's a big task for me. So with that in mind, really, there's only one player I can really think of to do this with. Now, in the 4 months that I've been on the index, I've always noticed this one player is always in the media. And right now, if you're on the index yourself, you'll probably know that there's a lot of heat around Jadon Sancho. Now, yes, you're probably thinking, yeah, he is king at the minute. He's top of the rankings all the time. So price appreciation, unless it's a long-term investment, which mine is, I'm not going to see any main gain. The main gain I'm going to get is the media dividends. Each day, Jadon Sancho is going to be in the top 5 players. He's going to earn media dividends every single day. Now, I've probably worked out on his current price around £12.70, might be £12.71 up to £12.73 now. With £1,000 in, I'm roughly going to get about 78 shares. Now, 78 shares doesn't sound a lot, I know. I've worked out if he was to maintain to get top 1 or 2 media winners each day for each day, sorry, we're going to see a return dividends-wise of about £3.80 per day. Hopefully this is the truth, and hopefully this works out. Now the plan is to not just let that dividend money sit there, but once it gets to another £12, hopefully his price is going to obviously increase. But as soon as I have enough money to buy another one share in Jadon Sancho, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it again and again. And then hopefully in 12 months' time, we're going to see a big return. And then just quickly log in every other day, see how he's getting on. And hopefully with these links with Jadon Sancho to Man United on a possible return back to the Premier League, it's going to spike it all the time. And if he does make that move, he's going to really spike. Hopefully by this time, by this summer, it's going to be all sorted. Already you'll understand that he's the top player on the whole index right now. He's a very, very hot player who gets a lot of media attention. And this is the main reason why doing this. If you don't know who Jadon Sancho is, he's an English midfielder who currently plays for Borussia Dortmund. Heavily linked to come back to Premier League, especially with Man United. The kid's only 19, so he's still got his full career ahead of him, and he's always one of the hottest talents in European football right now. With that said, as a long investment, I can only see his price increasing. If he signs for somebody in the Premier League, it's going to rocket. We've got the Euros next year as well. If he maintains his form that he has done, scoring 33 goals last season for Borussia Dortmund and something like 30 assists, if he maintains that, that's better than Cristiano Ronaldo, that's better than Mbappe, that's better than Thierry Henry back in the day. This kid is the real deal, and this is why right now he's number one on the index. So yes, it is a bit of a safe option. With any investment, it's always at risk, but this is a safer risk for me. This is my own personal savings. Like I said before, I'm not really well off. I'm literally throwing my money at this. All right. So we've done the maths earlier on. So right now, Jadon Sancho is at £12.71 a share. If we were to put £1,000 in, we would get back about 78 shares for Jadon Sancho. Now, I explained earlier on that I have messed around with it before, the index, of course. I've been on it before. I've actually got a few shares in Sancho already. I've got 11. Putting that £1,000 into him would then take me to 89 shares. Now, I've worked out that if Jadon Sancho was to get top winner for that one day, media-wise, obviously, we haven't got any football, it's all media dividends driven, he will then earn me £4.40 per day. Doesn't sound like a lot for a £1,000 investment, but what we're going to do is every time we get enough dividends back, we're going to reinvest that dividends money back into another share, and we're going to slowly increase it over the next 12 months. So right now, as it stands, we have 89 shares. We have 11 shares. I'm just going to show you the screen actually. A little bit of advice: if you are on the football index, don't do what I've done and absolutely liquidize my investments over loads of players. It does not work, guys. You want to have more investment in a smaller pool of players. But let's go into Sancho. So I currently have 11 shares, which effectively I bought at £11.57. He's now at £12.71, so it's made a difference of £1.14. So total investment so far is £127.27. Now remember, we're going to put £1,000 over the top of that. But he's already made me £12.54 just by having a couple of shares in him. As well as earning me £2.69 in dividends. Alright. So if we look on Jadon Sancho, we can see straight away every single day there is talk about him in the media. Yes, we know his price is continually rising all the time. We can't see it going back down. All we can see is that it's going to increase. So, next bit. God, man. We're going to put £1,000 into Jadon Sancho at £12.71. Easter 2020. So by Easter 2021, we'll see how many shares we've made, what his price is at, and where currently Jadon Sancho is at. You might see Dortmund, he's doing really well, but the chance of that, he's going to move. Whether it's Real Madrid, whether it's Man United, we don't know. So, the next thing to do is to shift some money. So, like I said, this is a video more for my own reference. If you want to know a little bit more about the Football Index, just give me a shout. And I'll show you the people that I've been looking at as well. And we'll just keep an eye on it and see how it's going. But for now, I'm just about to put £1,000 into something online. What am I doing? Hope it works. So for now, I'll talk to you later. So, I guess this is the moment of truth. We're now going to put my savings into one player. Just to show you this is actually happening right now. I know like £1,000 to some people isn't a lot, but it is to me. Here we go. So let's choose £1,000. Confirm. Oh, and there we go. Wow! And that's why I'm doing this as well. I want to make her some money as well. So, let's do this. Oh, God. Are we going to do this? Are we going to make some money? Money. Whew. There's now £1,000 of my own savings sitting in my Football Index account. It's scary. I'm not gonna lie, I am breaking it right now, but we need to do this. So why were you going ahead with this? Number one, Football Index is still relatively new. We know the more people that are going to play this thing and jump on the Football Index and jump on buying and selling shares in football players, we know it's going to grow. With growth, the price of players in general will rise. And Jadon Sancho right now is the hottest thing in football. So, without further ado, we're going to put £1,000 worth of shares into Jadon Sancho. So, Jadon Sancho, number one on the index right now. As you can see, media is flying today with him as well. Oh, buy. Buy max. So there. Done. Hi guys, if you made it all the way through this video, I'd just like to say thank you. It's been a little bit more long-winded than what I hoped for. I guess it was just my anxiety and my nerves showing a little bit for what I'm actually doing. But just to recap, yeah, we put £1,000 into Jadon Sancho, and hopefully over the next 12 months period, it's going to pay off. Like I say, I am a novice at this. This is the first big risk I'm taking with it as well. If you're on the index already, why don't you drop me a message or drop me a comment, let me know how you're getting on, because I'd really like to see what other people's strategies are as well and where they're seeing the biggest gains from. But for now, this is me signing off, and we will see you in a month when we update it. Cheers now. Thanks guys.